She does it.
What's going on, everybody? This is Isaac. We are at the shack one more time. And today, I hardly use this word, but special guest, because I've known this dude for a whole minute, and we've worked together here in the studio before, and he's Waco's own, actually Axtel's own, Micheal Saldana. What's up, brother?
What's up, man? What you doing?
Oh, dude, I'm here. I've been doing this the second time running around podcasting, and I've been trying to get a hold of you, dude. But you're always busy, brother.
Yeah.
Dude, how many shows did you average this past year, brother?
Man, I played about 5 nights a week, every week for the past.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, I get a bit closer to the microphone. Wow, brother, that's a lot, brother.
Yeah, man.
So, and you're not just here in Waco playing. You're playing. Well, are you playing?
Man, wherever the point I go, we've been hitting the Dallas, Fort Worth area a lot. We just got through playing in Cedar Hill. I think we go back there next week or in 2 weeks for one of the venues. Venue owners, it's his birthday, I think, and he requested me to play.
Wow, brother. Wow.
We play everywhere, Covington. Little parties here and there.
Now,
At the point.
when you say we, who else is going? Who else is with you?
Usually my boy Don Slaughter comes out and he helps set up sound or run it, make sure everything's going smooth. Or if I bring out a friend, usually his brother, or pretty much anybody that needs a gig, they help me out. I help them out.
Dude, that's that's very cool to do that.
Yeah.
But dude, that's a great idea to have somebody just helping you set up, dude.
Yeah.
Gosh, dang, cause
He's good at what he does, man. Really good.
Cause a long time we all have to set our stuff up and tear it down at 2 o'clock in the morning, dude. And geez, Louis, and man, I kind of miss those times because we had a lot of good times. But I don't miss the unloading at 2 o'clock in the morning, getting in at 6 in the morning sometimes.
Exactly. That's rough.
You ain't kidding, brother.
The night owl on my days off. Man, I stay up till like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Right?
I want to sleep in for a little bit.
Dude, people do, and I'm like that still, dude. I hate this. My wife knows. To this day, I'm gotta sleep. 1 o'clock in the morning. Got to get up at 6.
Yeah.
But here's the deal, though. I don't know what it is about me that's wired like that, or the fact that we're musicians, or whatever it is that we are. But our mind races all the time, and at nighttime we're most alive.
Oh, yeah.
It's not that we overslept because we had a long gig, because I can wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I do. I wake up at 6 in the morning, run that whole day, do what I got to do at nighttime with my podcasting or recording, and I'm doing the same thing again.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not that I just want to just be up to be up. It's just like I'm just most alive that time.
Yeah,
that time.
I mean, like today, I woke up at like 6 o'clock, and I tried to go back to sleep, and I couldn't do it. I don't know why. And then, tried to take naps, tried to do everything, but it was something about like I put on some music on YouTube and I was out. Something super
Yeah, I hear
about
you.
music.
Yeah, I know
And
that.
like for me, it's like bagpipes. I love bagpipes. My dad loved all that music.
That's cool. Bagpipes.
Yeah.
Why back? Where's he from?
No, he's not from any of that. Like he just loves he loved the sound of bagpipes.
It is beautiful if you understand it. You know, I'm an accordion guy. It's not working.
Whoopsie.
Or just use it.
Just use mine.
Yeah, there you go.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
It's easy.
Beer break.
You're gonna take this out. Take this out. I'm telling you.
Having some technical difficulties, folks. We'll be right back in just a few more seconds.
Michael, you can get on Michael, get on my chair, brother. Sure. I promise you, brother, and I'll set this up. That we can keep them entertained.
What do you want me to do?
Right now, they're focusing on me, so I'm just gonna be the pretty.
I don't know. You should grab that guitar and show me what you can do.
There you go.
How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? We are rectifying the situation, and we are getting back to you right now.
Plenty of time for me to finish
Time
this.
for you. Yeah. And I think we, no matter how much I turn down the volume, we are over boosting. We're not in the red, but we're like just barely touching the yellow.
We're just loud people.
That's what you want. Oh, yeah, exactly.
We're just loud people, man.
That's my gente.
Yeah.
That's my gente.
I mean, there's been gigs where like there'd be like 4 or 3 people in the bar, like closing up, and they're like, "We don't want you to go."
We have a Kirk Baxley saying, "Turn MS Mike, my brother sorted, baby."
That's my dude, Kurt. What's up, Kurt Baxley?
Let me,
That's one of my mentors, man. I appreciate you.
give me 1 second. I forgot to get something else. We'll try, you got the camera on, Michael, hopefully.
It's on me.
Okay, good. I'm covering everything all up. Alright. There we go.
We got here and we got fast.
Alright. Let me
Switching again.
Microphone.
Well, dude, this, it's weird, but it's weird because, I don't know what it is. We have sound check, but every once in a while, something happens. And, but you know what? I say this often.
Holy Ghost.
I say this often, but, no, he works with you. He don't work against you. But, dude, being musicians, brother, this ain't the first time. That's why I don't panic.
Right.
It's not the first time shit happens.
You always gotta have a backup plan.
Always, brother. Always, brother. And thank you, Lewis. That was my backup plan. Lewis commentating. But anyway, but yeah, you always have to have a backup plan. But stuff like that doesn't scare us, brother. I mean, we've been. I'm sure. I mean, there's not an exact story, but I'm sure there's been situations that we've all been in, because there's countless times where like. Not only is crunch situation, but you got a big crowd. But now you're on stage looking like a dumbass because something happened.
Especially when you're in sound check.
Oh my gosh!
You set up and you're like, oh, I forgot a guitar cable, or I forgot this. Just like this, just happened like last month.
Right.
Me and Don headed up to Troy, Texas, and 3 in the building.
Okay.
3
Michael was telling you can do that. Just don't ever know Michael.
Good.
But anyway,
It's all good.
but
I love talking to everybody too, man.
what were you saying though?
Me and Don headed to Troy, Texas to play at the Lumberyard.
Okay.
And we get all the way there, and then when we're getting out, he goes, "Hey, Mike, you wouldn't happen to grab that top part that goes to your EV?"
Oh my God.
And I was like, I paid
No,
you to do it.
you mean the brain?
Yeah. He goes, "I think we either left it at the last gig or it's in my car still."
That is bad.
And it happened to be like in his car still.
Okay, that's good.
In China. No, that was in China Springs.
Oh my gosh.
So we had to drive back. Luckily, the venue was real nice, and they're like, "It's all right. It's kind of slow. It picks up in like 30 minutes." So we hauled, but we got there and back in like 45 minutes. I don't know how we did it, but we did it.
I know that's a good timing, dude. Because I know we're both wow.
And I even told him, I was like, I can sit in here because acoustics are great. They have wooden floors. The ceiling's got great acoustics. It's like I'll sit in here with my guitar and play like solo. Like I'm loud anyways. So.
Right.
They're like, no, go ahead and take your time. Go get your stuff. Come back. But man, we rocked that show after that. But that happened like last month. I won't ever forget it.
See what I'm saying? And we're seasoned, brother. we are seasoned musicians, but things happen in life, and then you can, you know what? I tell you what, there's sometimes you can have a perfect sound check, and then something happens with the monitors where it's whistling for somewhere. It's like, dude, what is the deal?
It never feels like
There
that
you
right
go.
there. Like that.
There you go. That is crazy. Hey, how's it look? How's the camera look? Right there.
It looks
Pretty cool?
Pretty cool.
How is it? Yes or no? I mean, how's it looking, brother? I mean, do I fix the situation or not? How's it look on there?
It just looks fine. It's just like you guys are just being illuminated from the bottom.
There you go.
That's
See,
good,
that's what I'm
man.
talking about, brother. I was trying,
Let's show this part right here.
I was trying to say,
Like we're
look,
good.
spit out the answer, Lewis. Why does it look?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, man.
No, but, things happen, brother. I mean, just look at that. That is wild.
That's just wild on that.
And, but here's the deal. That one was a last-minute idea that I put on with duct tape. Duct tape is a poor man's baling wire. Back in the old days, we used baling wire.
Yeah.
Dude, I knew a dude one time that held a carburetor up, back in the old carburetor days, with some baling wire to get to where he needed to get to, and he did it.
For real.
That's it. It was balancing, held
Hey,
down.
if it holds, it holds.
You're right.
I'm only going here to here. I ain't traveling everywhere.
Are there any stories that just stick out that not that like, oh, I remember this story that you think of often, like maybe on your you hit an I-35, because I know you probably focus on the gig or whatever, but is there any situations or like you think of like certain times, well, just thinking by yourself, because I know you do a lot of thinking, or are you a radio guy?
A radio guy, yeah. I mean, I listen to AM radio, if that makes any sense.
Okay, no, brother, to each his
Some people are
own.
like, it's kind of boring, whatever. But if I do listen to music, I usually use like my Spotify or go on
Okay.
YouTube. And believe it or not, I play country, Texas country, rock and roll. You know what I play.
That's what's up, though,
But
brother.
I don't listen to any of that. Like I
Really?
listen to like house music and underground rap.
Dude,
Like you had my buddy Jay Snyder on here.
Yes.
I listen to him. I listen to all
That is awesome,
that kind
brother.
of music.
That
you know?
is awesome, dude.
Like if I have a friend that's like, check out my music, plug it in. It's like, hey, let's rock this song all the way to the show and see what happens.
I hear you, brother. I mean, I have the same, maybe not the same kind of taste, but I mean, same situation. I like listening to podcasts. But if
Okay.
I'm outside doing yard work or barbecuing, I'm listening to like Los Lobos, Tupac,
Oh, yeah.
Biggie, or I'll listen to Little Joe and La Familia, or every Mexican got to listen to some Vicente.
Yeah,
or
there we
then
go, bro.
then I'll go Vince Sevenfold.
That's what
and,
oh, yeah. Okay.
stuff like that. I
You can do
mean,
that.
it's just how I'm feeling. There you go. That's all. But to each his own. And that's the deal, though. We're artists, brother. It doesn't have to be exactly what we're. Because, dude, artists love different. Artists love artists.
Oh,
Okay. It doesn't matter. Just like if you're in rock, it has to be rock artists that you're into.
Right.
I know there's people that are like rock guys, and that's all they're listening to. And you know what? That's cool too. But if they're musicians, I guarantee you, they listen to other stuff as well.
Yeah, of course.
Especially right now. Here's the deal. Back in the old days, dude, I'm sounding like an old dude. But the old days we had CDs, whatever. So we couldn't afford to get all the stuff we wanted to.
Right.
We couldn't just YouTube or punch in on search on your Spotify exactly who you wanted to.
Exactly.
Back then, we only got, and we found out who they were through magazines. Like rock magazines. Like, oh, dude, I never heard of those guys. They got a cool article on them.
Right.
But unless we saw them on MTV, it's like, oh wow. But you only got that one song unless you went to go buy the album.
Yeah.
But if you lived it,
It was at MTV.
yeah,
Yeah,
it was.
music
That's all,
anymore?
I don't think they do. I think it's all
reality shows,
stuff.
man.
But right now, dude, that's what's so awesome. If you're really into like art or music and everything, is out there for you for free right
Yeah.
now. The only thing is though, you're getting more eyes. As we know, we're musicians.
Right.
We're getting more eyes on us without a record label. But we're not making any money selling our stuff. We're
Right.
selling our music online, but we always have the merch stuff. And always all that stuff is, of course, is promoting your gigs.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's that's where that comes in.
Exactly.
Like the old days, those guys got the what people don't realize. The people that just got all that money from record labels and all that stuff, they didn't really get that till later. It's different from right now. Back in the old days, that album they did, that $1 million album, when $1 million was $1 million, they had to pay all that back, and they had to pay extra for promotion. They're just going to put you out there in different outlets.
Yeah, I mean,
that's all that was. Nowadays, you can do that. Same thing as any other record label. They just got more money. The big ones do, but if you have the creativity, you can get the followers.
Oh yeah.
That's doable. Not saying. It's very hard nowadays, but it's doable if you do the effort.
Yeah. I mean, you got to put in work to get it.
Yeah, you got to put in the work, brother. How are you doing? And I didn't mean to cut you off, but how are you doing on that? Like in your not of course Facebook is like it's for our families and friends, but like Instagram and TikTok, how are you doing on those?
I mean, I don't really do too much Instagram too much. I got hacked about 2 or 3 months ago. I had a lot of followers.
Dude, I had a dude with your name asking me to take a look at his feet. Is that?
That was my. Because I had to go buy something else, so nobody would
Gotcha.
But I went by I play Xbox and video games on my time off.
Okay, so
when I tell you I stream, that's what I do.
Are you a Twitch dude?
I love Twitch. Twitch is fun.
He's been trying to talk me into it,
It's interesting. You meet other people, and it's kind of like Omegle-ish, but if you ever been that, where you just meet random people and talk and do whatever.
So old people like me exist in that realm?
Oh yeah, of course.
Not that I'm that old.
There's people that sit there and they just do that tapping on the microphone, and they have millions of followers doing that.
Is this thing on? Hello.
What is going on? We're struggling. But no, I've been doing a lot of TikTok live now, where I can ask people, random people, just join, listen. I've got a lot of followers over the past month, probably a little bit over 1,000 people. 1,000 people I don't really know.
That is awesome, brother. That's pretty cool. That's a big deal, brother.
I do that mainly. I don't really do the Facebook lives or nothing like that.
Right. And that's the only reason why I do that, because I do it. My main focus is YouTube. Hopefully, I need to look more into Twitch and stuff. But I do that because my friends and family's like, where do you see it at? It's like, it's on YouTube. It's like, so I just put it on Facebook.
Yeah, just put it on your Facebook and do it.
I just do. But you know what? That's cool because my family and friends, they check me out. So,
yeah.
And they check out the artists, because they really do dig the artists that I present, because I dig them, brother, and I've always dug your stuff, brother. Dude, you got your start in D-Town, right?
Me?
Yes. Are you from Dallas?
I started music actually in Hallsburg.
Hallsburg,
I played at a place called Elk Hall with Mr. Dustin Terrell.
Wow.
And then since then, we kind of built up. Dustin Terrell, J.D. Johnson, Kurt Baxley, who a while ago told you to turn my mic on.
Oh, yes.
Those kind of people mentored me to, because I used to be believe it or not, I used to be real quiet on stage. I'd be like,
dude.
Hey, look up and sing.
It's hard, but you know what? Yeah, it's hard to say. Okay, I know you're just starting a gig. When you're out there, you got to talk to these people, but you got to be dynamic. But you got to know how to read the.
Yeah.
That's just something you don't learn. That's just something you're gonna learn now. Learn the hard way. You know what? Because we're gonna fall on our face. We all done that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember the first time I started doing this podcasting. I remember the first day, I thought it was cool, and I started sweating. It's like, oh shit, it's go time.
this is real.
Yeah, So I understand it, but look at you now, though, brother.
Man, it's a lot of networking, and not even social network. When I'm on my days off, if I can find time, I'll go to friends' shows, or I'll go out to the venues I play at and just have a beer or food. And I'll talk to them to show them, hey, I'm not just a person that comes to your place to play music and you pay me.
Right,
like
right.
I love this place. Like,
Right.
Or I love your music. I come to see you.
That is awesome,
You know,
brother.
Like, and doing that, I meet so many people, and you gotta be goofy. Like, the one thing I really learned, like, you gotta have a sense of humor. You can't be a Mister. Got brown nose up your.
Yeah, exactly,
can't do
brother.
that, man.
Exactly. And then you build up a bond
Yeah.
with musicians like that. Mine is different. Mine is through here.
Yeah.
Because I've been there and done the bar thing, and I don't only play like bars, like smoky bars and stuff like that anymore.
Right.
Like I like something like the backyard. That's where I play.
Yeah.
And I like Mayberries out there. I mean, it's just what I like now.
Yeah.
But
Just.
but that being said. So I can't really go out and see bands. I wish I could, but I like chilling out with my wife if I ain't playing.
Yeah. Exactly.
But I like meeting them through here, dude, because this is a lot of cool musicians and artists in general that here in Waco right now.
Yeah, you've been doing a lot, man, since the last time I was here.
Yeah, thank you,
There's
brother.
Some crazy people I've seen walking in here. I'm like, man, I watch it, left them, and you see me typing while you're talking to them. Like, this is awesome. I love it. I love what you're doing. You're kicking butt at it, man.
Thank you, brother. I love it. It's just like, put it this way. If I were to invite you to my house to just chop it up, just kick it, we would be doing just this anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
And so that's why I just love doing it. It's just because I get to chill out with you, brother.
Yeah.
It's just like I just said, I can't do that all the time, but through this I can.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank God I'm blessed to do that. Hey, I'm sure some people here in a minute gonna wanna hear you play. Would that be cool or no?
Yeah, we'll just
Even if it's just one, but
we'll see.
Are there any questions or any out there, Lewis? Any comments, brother?
Y'all talking crazy to me.
Uh-oh.
I already know they are.
Oh, are they talking?
I ain't even gonna look at it, and I already know they're probably
Okay,
saying
what you
crazy
got,
stuff.
Lewis?
Nobody. Just Kirk Baxley saying this is Truth RT here, y'all. This is like new spin off of Ghost.
Cool. I dig that dude Kirk Baxley stuff, dude. I need to get him in here, dude. I remember him. I remember him when he was, I think, years ago, before he did the country thing with the hat, and now he's back to like a rock thing now, which is cool. I mean, I dig the way he changes it up.
Yeah, he changes it up and kills it.
I want-
every gender.
I wanna.
Gender.
And gender too. Both of them.
He kills it in everything.
Right. But anyway, I'd like to get that in. He's he's an artist. He looks like a very good artist, brother.
He is.
But is there any new musicians? I know it's hard to pick just one. I'm not having you pick favorites or anything, but like, cause you're out there. Like, is there anybody that catches your eye right now?
Man, there's so many. It's unbelievable, man. And that's why I like doing my little open mics on Mondays, because you never know who's gonna walk in there. This past Monday, of course, you got Keaton Nail, who's doing great.
Yes.
Just made some new shirts and
Wow.
selling
Yes.
like crazy.
He loves doing
he's
what he
very
does.
Good, man, he books by himself and he's killing it. We had the May Brothers. If you ever heard of them, a great bluegrass little
Really?
band, man. They're phenomenal. Like they
Wow, bro.
blew my mind every time I see them.
From Waco?
All they do is put a condenser mic right there, and they just all stand around it and
No
fiddle,
way.
banjo, mandolin, everything.
I need to get a hold of those guys.
They're really good.
I need to
man.
get a hold of those guys and
Yeah.
bring them here at the shack.
check them out. I tagged them yesterday
Wow.
on my post, and they're really good. I mean, Lucas John, that's what I was gonna try to get a hold of tonight, but he had a show, so I mean I couldn't really get him. I mean, there's just tons of awesome people. Like the youngest one I know that's just now starting off is Tanner Bennett. That's Rebecca Charles's little boy.
Yes,
And
yes.
he's doing some good things. Too,
Well,
man.
cool, brother. That's awesome.
I mean,
I guess how old is he?
Ew, he has to be like maybe 16.
That is awesome,
still in
dude.
school.
That is awesome
mean-
for sure. Is there any? So like right now? What's Wednesday right here in Waco, Texas? What's going on downtown where people are playing at? Where can they be playing at right now?
Honestly, in Waco, I have no idea, man. I try to. I know it's gonna sound bad, but I try to stay away as much as possible in Waco, just because we played here for years. Like,
Yes,
so
I hear
want
you, brother.
all the new people to come in and do it.
That
hang
makes
out.
sense.
I know Zach and Jim do something over at Pivovar.
Where?
Pivovar.
Oh, you know
They do
what?
something over there.
I've seen it. I passed by there once, but it's a cool looking place.
Yeah, they do some cool stuff every Wednesday.
Okay.
And, I mean, I've played one of their shows out there. Joel Wood's done it, but Pivovar is actually one of those new venues that they want live music and they love it. They want it Friday, Saturday, Wednesday.
Yes.
They want it all the time.
Yes.
And they're doing pretty good. That's pretty cool that they're a new venue that I've heard of.
How
They're
long?
actually doing it.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying.
How long you been gigging? Let's say steady gigging.
Steady gigging?
Yeah. Like I'll put it this way here, but here in Waco. Like since you've been here in Waco.
Here in Waco, maybe 8-7 years.
Okay.
Just steady gigging, like,
Okay.
because I book out 6 months in advance.
What do you think? What do you think about downtown as opposed to 7 years ago when we were jamming 7 years ago?
Man, 7 years ago, downtown was slamming with live music. Slamming with every day of the week.
Dude,
there's music everywhere.
Dude, I remember going to Treff's. Dude, and there were places for bands to play. I remember, dude, CNR was popping. Aces was popping.
Yeah,
Well, this is
Aces,
with live bands. That's what I miss. Cinema was rocking too. Cinema's been. It was about 7 years ago. Yeah, Cinema was part of it.
Yeah.
Cinema was part of it, but
everything around here.
right now downtown is awesome for art and singer-songwriters. For bands, not so much. Thank God, Brian. Let's some live music in there. I mean, not live, some local musicians in there. But other than that, for live bands, where are they playing at right now?
Bands?
I know Mayberry. I know Pavlar. Freight Bar's another one, right?
Freight Bar is starting to come back up. They slowed down for a little bit. They're an outside venue, so
Right.
it's kind of hard. Depends on the weather, you know. So
That's right.
They hit and miss it on the bands.
So you can't really. So let's say in January, which is right around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
That's already a slow season. Let's move it to February.
Right.
So where are live bands going to be at? Because they're going to be inside Mayberry's, for sure.
Right.
The backyard's going to be days that's out of commission. It's going to be cold as hell.
Yeah.
And then where else have you got?
Well, they got that indoor small stage now.
Oh, that's right. You know
so
what?
they can put people inside.
That's true. That's true.
If they wanted to.
Yeah, if they wanted to. But that's
owner's choice.
Yeah. But man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
We've gained so much art and notoriety for the art, and for a few things, to be honest.
And I've been hearing about this. Was it that wine bar downtown? Did they buy out in the alley?
Is it a new wine bar? What's the name of it called?
Not that great.
Because I have
Stay Classy, I think it was.
Okay.
I think they have a whole alley where they set up
No
a
way.
stage.
Really?
And they got art everywhere, and people do music there. It's a whole alley.
Well, I need to get my ass outside the house.
I want to say it's on Austin.
Really?
I've heard our buddy T. Aguilar, he plays there, and does all that.
I dig that
dude. Art stuff. I mean, dude, what he's doing now is beyond awesome.
So what's he doing now? I gotta get him his ass back.
Well, he
in
does
there.
the beats and music.
Yes.
And once he records it, he starts painting to his beats and music. And his
I wonder
art
he
is
would do that
amazing.
live in here.
It's phenomenal, dude.
Really?
It's great. I see him a lot at Hemingway's on Mondays.
T. Aguilar, if you're watching this, I would love you to do it one day. Maybe a small picture like that for me.
And tag me, because I want to go there.
That would be badass, dude.
Just hearing about it and seeing all that, I'm like, dude, that's awesome.
Dude, the artists are kicking butt. Him, and then of course Scuba Valley, killing it, dude. I mean, that's awesome. And there's another guy named I forget his Hispanic guy. Something I forget. Anyway,
His name is Rodriguez.
that of course. Well, probably. But anyway, you know what? No, it's Rivera. Something Rivera Art. I forgot what he's on Facebook, but he's a great artist. I mean, we have a lot of great artists in Waco.
Chris Rivera?
No, Chris Rivera, not the drummer.
No. He's a comic book guy. He worked on the comic book.
No, you're talking about
Yeah, he founded that comic book company.
Yeah, no, his name is I forget what his name is, but it's not Chris Rivera. Chris Rivera is the drummer. Yeah, the other guy you're talking about is Sammy's cousin.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, great artist too. But man, Waco has so much talent.
Yeah,
Dude. If we could just figure out the live band situation, I know it sounds like we're pushing it. Cause,
Yeah, I mean,
because we got artists as far as like even singer songwriters everywhere. Every wine bar, all these places got singer songwriters, which is awesome. That's what we wanted.
yeah,
But I sure wouldn't mind some live bands. Cause dude, matter of fact, I don't blame them though. I know the owner that owns both the warehouse and inside
Yeah.
of the Melody Ranch.
Right.
Smiley's guy. He doesn't lean to live music because it's popping without live
Right.
music. So I mean, I know it sounds bad, but dude, that might be musicians' fault. I mean, we got to.
I do feel like it's gonna hurt Waco
Yes.
a lot more if they don't do it.
I know it.
And-
I know it.
They had that big excuse like COVID,
Right.
and then after like, here we go. I'm gonna say some stuff too.
Say it, brother.
I'm gonna say like, okay, it's done. We're good. We're all walking around.
Right.
We're sharing shots and drinks and stuff.
Right.
There's no excuse. Got it. But then you don't want to pay so much for a band to come out because
That's it,
it's
brother.
weird. You get COVID prices. No, you get us price now. Like, COVID's done. Like,
Right. Exactly, brother.
Let us pull some people in the door. and
Exactly. You got
Show
to
you what
do
we're
it.
worth. Like,
That's the deal.
still got it.
Yeah. No, that's the deal, bro. That's the exact truth. And we touched a bit on that yesterday with Rodney and Memo on my other podcast. They want to pay us like 90s, 2000s money. It's like you can't do that.
Yeah, man.
I mean, and for me, I mean, here's the deal. People, I get requests all the time for well, not all the time, but often for quotes, and I shoot them a quote that I think my band is worth,
Mm-hmm.
and I hate to sound bad, but it don't hurt my feelings if I don't get that gig because
Right.
I mean it is what it is. I think we earned our stripes, brother.
Right.
You
I
know,
mean, I've done it.
yes,
It's like, I don't know what else to tell them. Like, hey, this is what it is. Well, back in the day, Waco wasn't that big. Now
That's
Waco's
it.
grown.
you ain't kidding,
So
brother. I
there's
tell
more
you,
people.
don't get us started on the tax situation. But anyway, man. But yeah, that's the truth, brother. And all these these club owners, I've given quotes, like places I think would be pretty cool to play it, and they can't swing it, and I'm giving them the lowest thing just so we can get my band rolling,
Right.
And they goes, man, we'd like to get you in here, and I was like, man, we just can't play that. It's like, oh man, because I'm not gonna go out there and just pay my guys when they can be out there with their family. And put it this way, if they're giving us $100 bill, I'm too good for that. But I quote more than that. Trust me.
Oh, yeah.
But you're only gonna get maybe hour and a half, 2 hours, brother, and
Right.
that's
Well, that's the difference between like
Adios.
band and acoustic.
yes,
Acoustic don't take much to set up.
right,
I mean, a band, you're putting all this time in loading it, unloading it, playing your show, packing it up, making sure you're out of there on time so everybody else can go.
yeah,
Then you got to drive back. Like, it's more difficult with bands. Like, you
And
got to pay them.
yeah, exactly. And we've been having to pay. My guys go home with pretty good money, and we still got to pay. We have a sound guy too, so we have a sound guy. And that stuff is not easy for him, and so he gets paid a little bit more than we get paid,
Right.
because we're just taking our amps and guitars. He's bringing a PA,
You bring it
running
down.
sound, all the whistles and hums. He's taking care of that. People need more light here or whatever. He's taking care of that like a badass. He's letting us do what we want. He's letting us play guitar and sing, as opposed to being up there all sweaty and tired. He goes, now it's time to perform. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to throw them prices up there. It's not just
Right.
up there. People think, oh, they're up there playing guitar and people buying them shots. You're seeing, that's being outside the fishbowl looking in.
Right.
And if they really saw what went on and all the time we spent on rehearsing, especially in a live band situation, you have 5 different minds. They're all working. They're trying to work the same way, but we all have different opinions on everything. So that's just life in the band. But what I'm saying, sometimes it's we got to work harder to get what we want to get paid. But now we're at the point to where like we're working hard now. You have to pay good, or we're just gonna chill,
Right.
and we don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Well, damn it.
The artist's name is Armando Rivera. Jesus.
that's it, brother. Hey, that's it. Thank you, brother. Who was that said that? Shout out.
Aguilar.
Okay, thank you, T.
Tay, we need you.
Yeah, would you like to do that, brother? One day I would love to see that thing Michael told me about. That'd be awesome. Painting and making beats at the same time. I gotta hear that, dude. That's a real artist,
I
brother.
can barely just make a beat and just over here doing all that, man. That's a beautiful
I heard
thing.
you were a pretty good beatboxer back in the day. Was that just rumor? What's up, brother?
I got a lot more.
Good, yeah, brother. Go ahead. Do it. What you got?
Rick Ramirez, Rick Gutierrez says, "Let's jam." Kurt Baxley says, "Wow." Clap, 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 clap. Black carpet.
Okay. Oh, by the way, Lewis is reading comments real quick because he doesn't have a mic. People can't hear that.
Yeah.
Keaton Nail says,
Keaton L says
that Texas Music Cafe is cool too.
Texas Music Cafe kid is
I heard
cool
about
too.
them.
Who's that? Texas Music
The
Cafe.
kid? I don't know, but that venue actually does live bands.
Texas Music. Oh, that's right. Texas Music
I
Cafe.
forgot about that place.
Me too.
That's a new.
That's
place, I
right.
think.
Because at first they were just doing almost like a podcast TV show type
Right.
thing.
And it was
Now
like a game room. Yeah, they had like games and all kinds of stuff.
Really?
Like to hang out, and they wanted to take over it, and eventually they did it. So now
I gotta go visit
now
that
it's just
place.
straight music.
I
Yeah.
gotta go visit that place, man.
I do too. I heard it's pretty awesome.
See, like I said, if you really want to push yourself and your art, man, you just don't know the tools that you have in front of you.
Right. And they
Here,
got-
I'm going back to my old man ways. Okay, here we go. Hey, hold on to your suspense. Wait, Lewis. I'm in the middle of something, please. Back in our old days, our Instagram and our
MySpace.
dude, that was oh my God! How dare you?
Our Zengas.
No, before that was a flyer.
Right.
Before that were paper flyers, brother.
Right.
And getting a stapler and going to telephone poles while other bands tore them down and put their posters up.
Right.
That was the old days. Now you have all the tools right there in front of you, brother. I'm telling you. You just got to know how to work it. What were you saying a while ago, Lewis?
I got more.
You got more what? Okay, here we go. What you got?
Okay, Brian, F-I-K-A-C.
Brian Pica?
I was watching the CMA Awards.
He was watching the CMA Awards?
And he says, your cast is more entertaining.
Thank you, my friend. Said my cast is more entertaining. Muchas gracias. That's because Micheal Saldana is here in the house, here at the shack.
Yeah, and just
In the house.
CMA. I don't know, man. I gave up on that kind of stuff. I don't even watch TV unless it's Netflix.
Dude, I know. Dude, at one time I could not miss one.
Yeah.
At one time they were that was what I wanted to do. I wanted, that's just what I was working while I was a working musician trying to make it in that lifestyle. So I was fixated on that. Now not so much. What are your thoughts on country music right now? Not Texas country. I'm talking about top 40 country right now.
Top 40 country? Well, it's not much really to say about it. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, that's where they're going to make you do what you have to do to make it. I do like the fact that Cody Johnson's in it. Like tonight, he's performing at that CMA.
Okay, and I've heard.
And he's one of those. If you watch his videos, even live, he'll talk all this mess. Like he bull rode and did all that stuff.
A real deal.
I mean, he's a real cowboy, and
Awesome.
he don't like all that
Rarity,
EMT stuff.
rarity in Nashville these days. But he's not a Nashville guy. He's a Texas guy,
He's a
right?
Texas boy.
That's what. So did he start? Because
I mean, he's already been big forever, but now
Yeah.
people are like trying to get him, and he's like, no, man, I'm
wow.
staying right here.
That's what's up. I'm out of the loop as far as because trust me, at one time, dude, at one time I was just a country musician. I always played everything, but at one time I was playing mainly country. I loved it. Did the whole Nashville thing. But now I don't listen to it at all. It just isn't.
Not the same.
Yeah, so I'm out of the loop though as far as like. So right now,
I have no idea.
You don't know who's hitting? You don't listen to it at all
I have
either,
no
brother?
idea, bro. I couldn't tell you one of the new.
That's
or
great.
One song that's big.
Crazy deal though, but you're a young dude still. That's crazy because when I was your age, I knew everybody in
Well,
top 10, top
I
40.
don't, like I said, I don't really listen to the radio. Like it's either AM radio or my Spotify, which I can pick, or YouTube. Like, that's all it is.
Does radio have, even though it's been here for 1,000 years, does it have any longevity the next 10 years?
Maybe.
I mean, think about it. Here's the deal. If you turn on the radio right now, you're either going to listen to music or a commercial. Not because, I just happened to catch that 20 seconds. It's because you happen to catch that whole 5 or 6 minutes of commercials.
That's
You know
true.
what I'm saying? And then right now, the way we're in a TikTok world, we're in a YouTube Shorts world, meaning we have a short attention span.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not rocking, next. That's why we stick to our phones.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing, those advertisers, those people that they're paying for advertisement, man, they're paying a shitload of money when they can,
Just for that 4-5 seconds. That's all they're doing.
Exactly.
But you get that stuck in your head.
Yes.
It's like the
True that.
Nationwide or whatever.
True that.
That little beat in your head.
But
Like I always do this at every show the past like 2-3 months. I know the state Nationwide jingle on my guitar, and so we'll play a show, and randomly in the middle when it's awkward, I'll just like ding 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 ding, and it never fails. Like at least 10 or 15 people start saying Nationwide. I'm like, yeah,
that's
that's right. Like,
that's what a seasoned veteran entertainer does, though, brother. You know what
you
I'm
have
saying?
to, man. You gotta keep these people on their feet. Like that's funny. Like,
you remember you ever? And I know I'm not going to say a specific time because there's no exact times. Remember them days when we played starting out, or even whatever when we were in early season is like crickets. I was like, okay, next song.
next song.
Did I tell you what? One time we did a show. And we did.
I used to be like that too.
Was that?
I used to be like that too, though. Like play a song, and as soon as you're done, like nobody's listening. But now, like I don't know. I guess I don't care.
But you got it. But here's the deal: that you bring that you already have your persona. That's the word I'm thinking. You have your persona already. Your name, Micheal Saldana, is already a name. At least right here in Central Texas, we know who Micheal Saldana is, and they already know. They've seen you show so many times. They've seen your the evolution of Micheal Saldana starting out to right now because you had the same followers for a long time, brother. You keep the same company, that's great. Keeping your same company, brother.
I mean, we went to the Post, American Legion. We went there
yes.
last weekend, and I ran into so many people I haven't seen in years. And they're like, man, we heard what's going on, man. Hey, you can't do that. I was like, man, I don't want to talk about that. How you been? Like, what are you doing? All this and all that. And they always say, like, I remember that one time we were Timeout Sports Bar in Belle Meade.
Oh, my God.
You and Colton just walked in with your guitars, didn't say nothing, just sat down and just started playing. And you packed that whole place out. And everybody kept buying you beers. It's like, yeah. Those were the days, man. If I could do that right now. Now I walk in with the guitar, I'm like, well, what's going on? I'm like, really? What are you doing?
Can you say what? So can you talk about you playing anymore or not?
Man, like I say, I book out like 6 months in advance. So I do have a few shows coming up. I did cancel quite a few.
Are you chilly, brother? You mind if I cut that? I'm kind of chilly.
Do whatever you want.
Keaton Nail says Bailey Zimmerman is a new guy out of Nashville that's really doing really good. He's only 22 and making hits.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, cool. Thank you, brother. So you were saying what, Mr. Michael?
I don't forgot. Oh, I wish I could do that now. Like go into a bar and just carry my guitar in and do it, which I could.
Right.
But it'd be more weird. Like, man, where's your PA? Like, rock this place out and do this. I was like, man, I'm just come in here and have a few beers. To be honest, I just wanted a few free beers.
There you go, right?
That's why I brought my guitar. No, but
Exactly, brother. I hear you.
I mean, there's been times where I just walk in and like, I'm sure you've had those days. You just walk in, you just want to sit down and have a
And
drink
kick
or
it.
eat and just chill. And then people are just attacking you with like, when's your next show? When are you playing? You should learn this song. Da 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 da. I'm like, man, dude. I'm like, I appreciate the love, but I just want to. I want to finish this. It's hot because
Right.
can't drink it because you're making me talk so much.
Or they want you to jam and, it's like, I don't want to jam today. I want to check out. I just
Yeah,
want to
just
check y'all
chill.
out,
I mean, there's been times where like I'll get in there and like, hey, well, we'll pay you. The customers will say, we'll pay you this much to go get your guitar and sit at this table. I'm like, I'm running low on beer too.
Right? But that's cool you do that, brother, because,
Oh, and then I don't ever take their money like, ever. I just sit around and jam.
that's
I mean,
cool.
they buy me beer and stuff.
Because that means you love it, though,
I
brother.
do. Like, and there was a time where I treated it as a job where I got big headed and I was like, I ain't doing shit for this. I ain't getting off the couch. I
Right.
ain't doing nothing unless you
Right,
pay me
right.
this.
Right,
I ain't
right.
stepping foot off this property until you do
Right.
it. But luckily, I got good friends. People that when I first started watching like Roaches and Guilty, and
Oh, yes, fun
Justin
days.
Terrell,
Yes.
and even crazy ass Cody Flowers, Next
Oh,
Guy,
man.
all that stuff.
Yes.
Like
I'm going to turn on that AC in there.
that got in my head. I'm like, hey, you know what? You might be all right, but you know what? When we shit and you shit, it still smells the same. Like you ain't all get off your high horse and start playing some music. And that's what I love about like all y'all that do that to me.
Everybody that has that kind was, some success and stuff, man, it'll do that to anybody. I'm guilty of it too, of just maybe not being big headed, but being to where like, I'm not gonna do this because
Well,
that, and whatever.
I don't really see it as like me being big or successful.
Yes.
I just feel like, man, this is 6 shows in a row. You want me to play another one for 7? Like,
But that's just
I don't want to
deal.
get up.
That's
and
not
do
being
nothing.
that's not being a diva, brother. That's just
but
you're
that-
tired.
But that at the same time, like, I could have one show like tonight, and then somebody call me like, hey, we want you to play. And I'm like, no, I ain't getting off this couch unless you pay me this.
Yes,
That's it.
you gotta
Like
do
I
that.
was bad. Like I was really bad. I was hitting high numbers that I shouldn't have.
Oh, dude, that's good, brother. I mean, that's here's the deal, man. I think you deserve that, brother. Even more numbers than that. Gee, here's the deal, brother. I've said it. It's not like you're gonna go to a gig and you're gonna get a regular singer songwriter. You're gonna get people that already have a following. People already know who Micheal Saldana is, and just like anything in life, dude, we can't just stick around and neutral. We got to shift gears and go to another price.
Right.
You have to. I
Right.
mean, it is what it is. So there's gonna be now. You said you get 5 days a week. Now you're running on the 6th day. You got to tax them on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it just so happens they drew the wrong hand to where they got to get taxed on that. But that tiresome all them days working your voice, working your body. I know you're not eating 100% healthy like you're supposed to, because I'm guilty of it myself for sure. I'm a musician. You got to tax them on them's tax words.
I mean, there's been times where I slept on the way to the gig, and
Right, dog?
Don would drive me, and everybody was asking me like, why do you have him? Like, you can do all this by yourself. I was like, you don't understand. Like, I'm hurting. Like, I'm tired.
Yes,
I'm
brother.
hurting. Like, my body's tired. But as soon as I get on that stage, all that energy pops back up. But like, I don't have the energy to go in there and just set up and then walk around. I walk around and talk to people, but like, I don't go crazy like doing this.
Right.
Taking shots and like, hey, let's go party afterwards. I don't do all that. Like, even on my breaks, I'll go to the car and I'll take a 5-minute power nap and then come right back in and rock it out.
Man, brother, that's...
And what I like about that, because Don is so good at what he does. Everybody was asking, like, why do you even have him? Like, not only is like he's a brother to me, but he gets on my ass like, hey, dude, you sound like you're tired. Your voice is going out. Calm down. Quit hitting those notes. Capo it higher so you can sing it better.
Wow,
Save your
yeah.
voice. Like he
He
gets
looks
on my
out for
ass.
you.
I mean, he looks out, and then it's tiring. Like, but he always pumps me up because don't touch any of your gear. I'm gonna pack it up, go walk around, talk to people, have fun,
Man.
and that's what I do. Like, and that's how like I say, not even social networking. That's like personal,
Yes.
one-on-one. Even if I see the next person that I met 2 weeks ago, if I go to that next venue and they're like, "Hey, Michael, what's up, man?
Right, right.
Yeah. Remember when we took those shots? I had to give you a ride at the gas station to get cigarettes." I'm like, "Yeah."
I think
Just
I
that
do.
one little moment that
Yes.
you share with them that love it. I ran into people in Cedar Hill, at a place I play at. They don't like country music. They hate it.
What?
Like, they like rap and
I hear you. I
hip hop
hear
and
you.
all that. And I'm like, all right, whatever. But the moment I start like singing like Chris Stapleton or something like that, and I'm like, boy, man, all right, he's got a little.
Buzz that boy a fireball.
I'm like, you know what? Watch this. Bust out with some Mario,
Right.
some Temptations.
Oh, wow,
Like, I
man.
bust out with all that, and they're like, all right, man, I get you. And then I see him, the next show, I see him pop up, and I'm like, man, we're here.
Wow, brother. That's what's up,
Make them
dude.
fall in love. Man, you
That's
got
what,
to. You
that's
gotta-
what a real artist does,
You
though,
got
bro.
to.
A seasoned artist, brother.
That's why I always try not to be the one of those pack up and go.
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
people.
Man,
I mean, sometimes it's hard.
I'm
Like, I
guilty of that.
I just want to go home and sleep.
How about the days when you're, dude, we've all had that same gig.
Oh, yeah.
That gig where you're literally sick and you cannot cancel,
Yes, I've had some of those.
right?
I had quite a few of those.
So, and it's even worse for you because I'm just a guitar player. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to sing. You got to sing and entertain.
It's tough, man. I mean, I don't know. I can't remember the last time I got like really sick. Well, unless I got the flu or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Of course, I'd cancel. But like if I got like a fever, I know I'm good. I take some Advil or whatever, and I'm like, I'm good.
That's right.
I feel like crud. Like I'm going.
But
like that.
you got something, Lewis?
Some guy by the name of Storm Simpson.
Storm Simpson.
He says,
My boy Storm.
he asks, who is Micheal Saldana?
He's the guy that hangs out with Tony Adams.
I love Storm.
Also, Slow Rise Pizza location downtown is popping.
Yes,
Slow
I heard
Rise.
about that
Oh, that's
place.
right. I just played Slow Rise this weekend.
Yeah, don't they? They do live bands, don't they?
They did. We played there this weekend, dude.
They sell that patio and all that stuff, huh?
Yes, yes.
Like, what that
Luckily,
used to be called? It used to be called
it
something.
used to be called, one
we
time
played it.
it was some Mexican restaurant.
Manny's.
Manny's,
called
yes.
Manny's.
And then before that was one of the Miller's Steakhouse.
That's right.
And then before that was the Miller's before it burned, because it burned down, so.
He's showing his old man again.
And you ain't lying. We probably tell you what. Let me show another one. We played this weekend, but I didn't bring an amp. Right now I gig with that right there, bro. That's my amp. That pedal board.
Oh, nice.
The guitar's behind you.
Oh, yeah.
This is my amp right now. I've been playing with this. You know what? But here's the deal, though, man. Oh, I cut it off. It don't matter. This thing, it didn't sound like exactly like an amp, but it sounds like an amp that is being mic'd. So what you're hearing through the monitors is what the audience is hearing.
Oh, nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So and you step out there and it sounds like an amp that's mic'd. And anyway, so this is my amp, and you know what? And I have a badass Dr. Z, badass Marshall that I love.
Seen them all.
And I use those every once in a while, but here lately these the gigs at Slow Rise, because you got to go down a couple flights of steps. I take light stuff.
They don't do it inside?
No, we do it. We did it outside. I think it might be winding down because it's November.
Okay.
But
say
it was
right there.
chilly too, brother.
Pulling up in a boat.
Yeah, it was chilly.
Wheeler asks, where are you playing next?
Gary Wheeler?
Gary Wheeler.
Yeah,
We're doing Friendsgiving at Lakeside Saturday. Actually it's a 2-part show. I'm doing from 2:30 to probably like 5. Take a little break, and then we're gonna come back on at 9. Just shut down the bar pretty much. Just
How many more gigs you got left, brother?
well, we got that one that I know of, and then we got in 2 weeks with Cedar Hill. I do every Monday at Taqueria in China Spring.
Oh, okay,
I host it
okay.
with Mike. So there, I really don't have to sing. All the other artists do.
Yes.
Well, and that's what I want to
That's
do.
a smart dude.
And you
yes.
can ask anybody that's ever been to that one. Like, I let them sing, and I put the tip jar out. And when they're done, whatever's in the tip jar, I put it out and I give it to them.
That's cool,
And I do
brother.
that to every artist. And there's been sometimes people walk out with $75 each.
There you
Like,
go. That's
they're
what's
killing
up.
it, and they're like,
Yes.
"No, I'll take it."
That's
To
what's
give it
up,
to you.
brother.
This is yours, Mike. I'm like, no, that's yours. I'm getting paid. No, you brought the PA. They try to argue. I'm like,
Right.
I didn't sing to make that money. You did.
That's very generous, of you,
That's
brother.
my job, to give you a platform to
Yes.
hang out and show people what you got.
That's
Not
cool,
me.
brother.
And they get gigs out of it.
And that's why you have people, youngsters that look up to you. I mean, I've had people here in the studio that great musicians like James Holsworth. Oh no, Hollingsworth.
Hollingsworth. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, great musician. And dude, he looks at. I mean, he's telling me, Michael's doing it. I said, yeah, dude's doing it. He is doing it because but he's earned those places because he's had those crappy gigs and then a great gig and then have another great gig, and you know what? He had a crappy gig after that.
Mm-hmm.
He's gone through stuff like that. We all have.
We all have. I was about to say, we all have.
Like, or finally get a gig to where, oh man, everybody's cables are working, the PA is badass, and we got just like 50 people in like a place that holds like 200 people. It's like, okay, and half of them are people that work there at the bar.
Yeah. I mean, there's been times where I had an amazing gig, and even when I had the full band for a little bit, we did a great night. And then the next morning, they were like, "Hey, don't forget, you got this benefit show you got to be at. You got to play at noon." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I forgot about that."
I remember I committed to that when I was
like,
when I was
man.
buzzing
Then I
one
get
day.
there, and then I'm like, "How you feeling?" I was like, "I'm good. I'm just, you hungover?" Yeah, that's a good excuse. Yeah, I'm really hungover. I'm tired. Like, I'm worn out. But then once I get on that mic and I hit that first note and I sing that first song, I'm like, all right, let's give these people what they want.
Dude, that's the high that we get off our drug right there.
Right.
It is what it is. We're doing it for a reason whenever we're playing.
Right.
At the end of the day, people can think what they think, but it's the love and the energy we're feeling performing.
Right.
The whole deal, like what the people think musicians do. I remember when I was a kid, when I was a young dude playing guitar, I'd be honest, I did it for chicks. And that's it. All I wanted to rock. Yeah.
I just confessed I was doing it for beer.
And to each his own. To each his own. But what I'm saying is, as we started doing more of them, at the end of the day, though, even before we did it for chicks, though, there was something in there, and there was a love of music. And once we started doing it, we were loving it. We're creating music. And that's the high that we get, whether we're in the studio or on stage. That's why we do what we do. It's not like the cheer of the crowd or just playing, but it's the act of performing. To me, I think that's what it is. Yeah, I think the perks are the crowd responding. That is awesome. Not really a perk. That's probably what that's what you're performing for. But performing, dude, I think that's why we do what we do. Performing the audience, feeding that energy back and forth. They're there to see you. I'm there to entertain you. Let's rock.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It works together, man.
I mean, like, even now, like, even Saturday, like, when I'm playing, like, everybody expects me to play country. But,
Right.
like, back then. But
Yes,
now, when
yes.
they see me, they're like, we don't know what he's going to do. Let's just see kind of mood Saldana's in. And that's because I grew up on heavy metal, rock and roll.
Yes.
And I grew up watching y'all.
Right.
I was a little skateboarder watching y'all, and I was like, went to one Roaches, one Guilty,
Right.
all these shows. I'm like, that seems like fun. I kind of want to do that.
I remember seeing you do Rooster by Alice in Chains, and you
Yes.
killed it. You killed it, dude.
Like, I do it. Like, I love rock and roll too. Like, I'm a rock and roller.
I remember we talked guitars at one time. How you were like into sweet picking and just that kind of metal stuff and all that stuff, and you would never tell because you was just as organic singing the singer-songwriter stuff.
Yeah, and I think that's why everybody's like, man, you're a great picker. I'm like, I'm not a picker. I just do hammer-ons and whatever.
Right.
Like,
Right.
that's it. Like, and every now and then I'm like, oh, don't do that. It's hard to do it acoustic. Don't
Right.
touch it.
But still, it's in there.
But it's still got it. Every now and then I'll go in the other room and I'll pull out the guitar, the electric, and start just strumming. And I'm like, I don't like it. We got to drop this and drop C.
Oh,
And
wow.
we got to do this like, the right way.
Are you still writing?
A little bit here and there, but I mean, here lately in the last year, I'm getting writer's block just because I'll get in that groove and I'm like, man, this everything I'm writing now is like not depressing. It's just one of those like, do I really want to tell these people like I'm giving up or I'm thinking about this when I shouldn't be thinking about this,
Right, right.
you know, and like,
Well,
because every song I ever write was always poppy and drinking,
Right,
having
right.
fun, but
yes.
I mean, but most country music is kind of like tear in my beer
Right.
kind of music.
For
And I was
sure.
like,
I mean,
this one's like,
it's expected.
holy shit! Like I want to hug this kid and make sure he's all right. Like even me proofreading it because I love to do that. I'll write something down or I'll put it in my phone, and the next day I'm like, what the hell did I write last night? And I'll look at him like, you were a pansy last night, dude.
Well, here's the deal, though. Did you sing? Did you sing the melody? You got to record the melody because maybe it'll change your
mood. I always do it in my
mood.
head. Like, I can be like most of my songs, honestly, if I do, is on my phone where people are like, Michael. I'm like, oh, that's done. And I put it down. I'm like, what? Or I write it on a bar napkin. Just like one little verse.
But you basically have to write it, the lyrics.
I put it in my phone and then I put it in my notepad.
But
if I don't put it in my notepad, I won't ever look at it again.
So you work mainly off lyrics. Do you ever just hum a melody?
Not really. I mean, if I do, I have a harmonica. Just like when I wrote Pure Country. Like,
right.
I was sitting on my front swing and I was just singing like with my harmonica along. And then it took me about 3 or 4 years before I actually put guitar to it and sang it.
Wow.
And so, I mean, there's a million songs that I probably have, and I don't even know like what I was thinking back then. I have a song I wrote about one of my dogs that I haven't seen like forever.
Hey, it is
so
what
like,
it is.
wow, I was really in the mood. Like, but it's such a good song. Like, his name is Marley, but you never know.
Yeah.
They're like Marley and me. Yeah, like, yeah, he was like Marley and me. Like, he looked like the dog, and then he passed away. And I was like, I just got my feelings and wrote it.
But you know, dude, you gotta.
But you would never know it was about a dog. You'd think it was like, oh, he lost a best friend. Or, I was like, yeah, I did, but.
I think
four-legged.
I think there was a song called like that. I think called Ben or something that was about a dog a long time ago. But that's wild. You know, just not different, but it's wild that you write. I mean, that you write songs
right.
to where the lyrics is what you're focusing on first. I guess I work different. I'm always thinking of melodies first, but I'm a guitar person. It's hooks. Is it just a melody? But I do write. Most of my songs I write are country songs, but it's all melody stuff, and then I'll start getting the words. But there's sometimes where the words do. I mean, I do start off with words, but it's very rare. It's melody first, right. or melody with words first. And I got my phone and I'll sing into it, and I have a list that I check every couple of months. If it's trash, I trash it. If it's maybe it's something I can work with, I'll keep it and we'll see what I do. That's my way of doing it.
I got a lot of melodies. I can write melodies like crazy. Like, I have people that, like, rappers hit me up and like, hey, want to do this acoustic? Can you do it? I'm like, yeah, absolutely, easy. And then I'm like, all right, when you can do it? It's like, I learned 2 of your songs, like, in 30 minutes already. You want to do it? I'm like, yeah. Like, my buddy Lil D. Montoya, he's a great rapper. He has stuff on YouTube. Awesome, I love him.
Right.
And he's like, man, we got to do an acoustic thing. I'm like, well, what are we talking about? Let's do it. Like, he'll come to the house.
That's what's up.
I mean, even when he comes to the house, like, I'll have my guitar out and I'm like, all right, throw down some kind of beat, and I'll just start playing the melody and I'll freestyle over it. And just,
that's what's up,
like,
dude.
man, we gotta record that.
Badass.
I'm like, let's stop talking about it.
That's it, brother.
Let's go.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm always about like making melodies. It's easy for me.
That's what I love. That's what I love about being a musician is creating, and like I love the way you want to say, let's do it right now, because I don't have that same attitude.
Right.
I do. But
that's so funny you said that, because when that happened, the next day he was ready to do it, and I was like, dude, I forgot what I was playing, honestly. Like,
I'm telling you, dude.
You got to do it now. Record it on your phone or something. so that way I can remember. 'Cause
Yes.
I won't forget. I won't remember it the next day.
That's why I tell you. That's why. That's why I said. That's why I asked if you use the phone because I do. Because I will forget.
Yeah.
I'll forget something. And melodies, sometimes I come up with cool ones. Sometimes I have something that's like, okay, I got to capture that. And that's just I'm an old school way of thinking because I used to do that with cassettes, those little small cassette players.
Yeah.
I was my old school. Would you want to jam one, brother?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do one. Let me set you. You got a cable?
I did not bring a cable.
I got one right here, bro. I'll get you a cable too.
He's got my bag, man.
Just right there. As soon as you get your guitar ready, I'll go grab that cable for you. But
Freedom Feet, I'm in the house.
Clinton Bonslaughter. I mean, I had him years. I had him here years ago when I very first started doing Broke Down at the Shack, which has been like 7 years ago. And yeah, I had him and Jonah May, and Jonah May's dad. And then it was a great episode. And another guy. Oh, kick ass, brother! Thank you, my friend. Yes. Check that out, Micheal Saldana's badass sticker. That's why you. That's how you make. That's how you make names out here doing that, brother.
I made it, Mom. Look.
You got bumper stickers. I love it, brother.
See, I have a new rage pick.
Oh, kick ass, dude. Badass, yes. There you go. That's badass, dude. I haven't seen those guys live. I'd love to see those guys. Avenue Rage. I need to get them in here.
I hope Storm's not listening.
Is Storm listening? If he's listening, Storm, get Avenue Rage in here. I used to have full bands in here at one time, dude, and it's been a while. I need to start getting some bands back in here. I got a drum room.
Okay. It's an awesome drum room.
I'll be right back, Mike. Let me grab me this
good.
this cable.
Is this on? Hello. Like a burpees.
There you go, brother.
Appreciate it.
Who's this?
No idea what I'm gonna play.
Let me see if it's is it on? Channel 15. I'll tell you what, let me get over here real quick.
Oh, it is.
There you go. Cool. Thank you, brother.
It's playing.
Can I move this a little bit?
Don't go to Logic though, because I'm recording.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, gotcha. Never mind.
Y'all? That good?
Yeah, picked a while ago.
Yeah,
And I lost it, of course. My pocket. Here we go. What are we doing?
See, I'm gonna try this one. I haven't done it. I might forget the words. It's been so long since I played it. my songs.
Really?
Yeah.
That is an amazing song. When I heard that, that is a badass
Look
song,
at it.
brother.
Tokyo Store.
Wow, dude. Have you done like anything like maybe like a live show, but like on video towards for YouTube? Do you do anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, I've had people record me.
Really? But you never like done like you thought about doing a production?
Like when I type in my name, like I see it, like, hey, that is me. Like, you did that. I mean, we did that Red Sea TV.
Oh, yep.
before.
Oh, yes.
We did that with Dave Giddens.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but your guitar almost outdrank your voice.
Oh, shit.
Oh, really? Was it too loud?
It was a little loud.
Was it?
Not everybody. One person said like, yeah, his guitar is like.
I was going to tell you, yeah.
That's why I was adjusting that, but your voice came through as soon as I was.
Okay. Well, sorry about that, folks.
Do it.
But it was a damn good song, too.
Come out to Lakeside Friday or Saturday, and I'll play it again.
Yeah, what'd you say at Lakeside?
Come out to Lakeside Saturday, you can do it.
Oh, so when's your last gig? Is it New Year's Eve or?
Man, like I said, I book out 6 months in advance, so I was hoping it was going to be like the 23rd at Backyard, but in December. But man, we got some weddings I forgot about that we did for next year. So what we're gonna do is like maybe like here and there, like maybe 2 gigs a month, just to see. Because I do need to rest my voice.
Yes, brother, you need
I do need to rest my voice.
If you're doing it 5 days a week, dude, that's hard.
And then I thought about it even more. I was like, man, that's not the problem. Like I take 3 days off and I do it again. Like I don't know what's going on. I do the throat coat. Take care of my voice.
Right.
Make sure not to talk. Or
Yes.
When I don't need to. Then the more I thought about it, I was like, man, that's 5 nights in a row. That's not bad. And it's also 4 hours every show.
What's your supplement intake or like exercise, anything like that? Or?
I do exercise. Like I do like voice exercise, like humming and
Okay.
Stuff like that.
Are there any supplements you can take?
I just do herbal tea.
Okay.
How
about vitamins? Oh, I guess herbal tea would have vitamin C in it.
That's pretty much it. My mother, of course, being as Mexican as she is, she's like, oh, I can do this. We'll mix this out.
I know.
Menudo and regrets.
Hey, you know what? She might have something. She might be onto something.
I'm on my 5th bowl.
Right.
Too much. You can't stop me. I'm still eating.
Right. Dude, I love that stuff. How is your mom's menudo?
She's doing. How is it? Oh, come on, bro.
Wow.
It's great. I'm still eating on it.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, I love it, man.
I tell you what, one time my dad made it when I was younger. And we lived out in the country.
Mm-hmm.
In the country. So to go to the store was an ordeal. Not an ordeal, but it's, at least 10 miles away.
Right.
So anyway, he forgot the red stuff, the chili powder, and the menudo that makes it red. So that bitch was clear. He goes, I made some menudo, but I forgot the chili powder. I was like, I ain't touching it.
Yeah.
I can see all them guts all clearly now. No. You know what? I'm good, Dad.
I'm good, Dad.
I'm good, man.
Salad.
Yeah, but
get a bowl of hominy and put butter on it. I'm good.
You ain't kidding, brother. So, dude, I'm telling you, dude. I believe what you said. I think that's the best thing is to chill out, have some Micheal time, and some rest time. Even if it means at one time maybe sitting out a whole month with just nothing.
Yeah, because we're looking into if it's even worse, looking into going to the doctor and seeing if I do need some of that surgery stuff. But like, I figured, the holidays coming up, I'll take a break this month a little bit. Next month I really don't have anything. I have one show. I'm gonna keep it that way, and then January and February I don't have anything.
Have you looked at a specialist or anything?
No, not really. I just know. It's there.
What I'm saying is like,
I've taken like 2 weeks off before and still sound like the same when I go stages.
But here's the deal, though, brother. I'm not saying that I know. But I would definitely go because maybe they can do. It could be something as small as a steroid shot.
Right.
Because, dude, I used to take steroid shots. I still took one on this hand, carpal tunnel, and it would help me out so much. But I just, I'm a hardworking dude and I play guitar, So I eventually have to have surgery, and this hand's great. I'm having surgery next month on this hand. But what I'm saying is that steroid shot, when they gave it to me, though, right now, this hand feels great. Until the steroid starts wearing out, then I have my problems. But that's because I wore it out. But maybe it could be just a steroid shot just for you, brother, or something as simple as that.
It could be. I'm hoping it's small.
Yeah, resting and steroid shots, and those steroid shots, it does exactly what you think it is. It makes you stronger. It makes whatever they're focusing on stronger, brother.
Right.
So maybe I don't know, but maybe if you haven't talked to a doctor, definitely don't lose hope for sure.
Yeah.
That's why they're doctors, brother. That's why they make that's why they make that bank, brother. Are there any shout outs, brother?
Any shout outs?
Any shout outs you want to give to or anything like that, or?
I don't know. There's a lot of shout outs. Anybody that's wanting to keep doing music or just starting off, just keep doing it. You're gonna have hard times. It sucks. You're gonna lose your voice. You're gonna get cutthroat.
Any shout outs to any people?
Any shouts to people? Oh man, just Cheryl Holsey, my mom, Jen Jung. Those ladies keep me busy on the road and playing music. And big shout out to, of course, the Slaughters, Lisa and Clinton and Don, for the nights where it's kind of rough and I don't want to go home all the way to Axtell and they let me crash. Or they're there to help me, support me.
That helps out a lot.
People like that. Big shout out to Jack Schrader. Does all my merch. He's
great. He does ours too. He's great.
He always pumps me up about getting stuff done, and let's show these people. I want to see people walking around with Saldana merch all the time.
Badass, brother. You need people like that behind you, brother.
Yeah, for sure.
But now you need to focus on Micheal Saldana.
Yeah, for sure.
And I learned that the hard way. Like I said, for those folks that don't know, I'm having eye issues. That's why,
Right.
I hate being the douchebag wearing the sunglasses inside. However, that was a great song. But still, I'm not having eye issues right now, so I'm wearing sunglasses inside because anyway, put it this way, the lights are just bothering me right now. God willing, I'll be out of this in a couple of months. I'm hoping, but here's the deal, though. Doctors are helping me with that. So it's like I said, that's what they get paid the big bucks for. I'd go take a look, brother.
Yeah.
I'd go take a look for sure because, you're what Waco needs, brother.
We're taking off this month, next month, January.
Good idea.
And if that doesn't help, then for sure.
Okay. Yes.
It might be just something fluky,
Yes, brother.
But still, at the same time, I'm like, man, there's so many young cats. Like, let them shine a little bit, man.
Yes, brother. I agree.
I've earned my stars and stripes. I'm gonna show these boys what
that's what's up,
and
brother.
that's why everybody asks me, like, hey, if you're really gonna quit, like, don't really quit. I was like, man, I'm never gonna quit music. Like, I'm always gonna be around it.
It's in your blood, brother.
I'm always gonna go out and see it.
Yes.
I'm still gonna play guitar. I just won't be playing shows as much.
Yes, man.
And I do need a rest. And everybody's like, it's gonna be a hiatus. But if I go back to work and do it, like you said, you get up at 6 o'clock, get it and go. Then you go to your show, and you're back at 2 o'clock in the morning. Or get home at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Dude, yes, that's rough.
It. Like, it's rough. I've been there, done that too. Like,
yes, brother.
I'm not ready to do that. Like, back in the day when I was a little bit younger, yeah, I could do it. But
man,
I'm getting up there to the point where I'm like, I can't. Like, my body hurts. Like,
I know it, dude. That's the deal. And it hurts because it's not because you're getting weak. It hurts because you beat it up.
Well, that and like a lot of, and I'm very thankful for all the the artists that have been, I guess you would say, like, looking up to you. They come up to me and I'm like, hey,
they
man,
do, brother.
When you do that, could you help us get our band or my name in another venue? Like, we'll pay you to do it. I'm like, man, yeah, I would love to do that, but like, I just want to see you succeed,
Yeah.
I mean, like Kurt Baxley told me once, or I don't know if it was Kurt or somebody told me, one of those boys, like, man, you can't fail or you can't succeed until you fail.
That's the truth.
And
that's 100% the truth.
And I think one of those when I got big-headed, where I'm like, I ain't stepping out doing nothing.
Right.
Until I get this. I'm like, hey, you're not top dog, bro. Like, you're still in Waco,
Yep.
opening up for us too. Like,
True that. I hear you, brother.
come on. I'm like, you're right.
I,
And that, I'm very, very thankful for people like that.
I tell you
Sure.
where I had my wake up moment on that part. And I'm saying not saying we got big headed, but what I did, I was making dude, I was making good numbers on my podcast before I chilled out, and I was thinking, I took a 2 year break. I was thinking I was gonna get those same numbers because I was getting, man, on a bad week I got a thousand hits, but I was getting like between 1,000 and 3,000 a week,
Right.
and I was thinking that's what it was going to happen automatically, and now it's not. Now I'm working on those numbers now, all over again. And that was I don't know, but at the same time though, just like you said, man, I needed that break because I had a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm one of those guys. If I'm doing it, I mean, like for myself, if I'm doing it for something else, some other people, I'll always give it my all. But if I'm doing it for me, I'm giving it my all.
Right.
I want to be as good as I can possibly be, and if I don't, and if I think there's room for improvement, I will try to do that. And so I thought, I tighten up the bolts here, there, and I took a break. Corona didn't help. When I came back, I figured to get those numbers. Like I said, now I'm working on it. But here's the deal, though. I'm not even coming close to giving up because I love it.
Right.
It's like you said about music. It's in my blood.
Yeah, when it's in your blood, it's in your blood.
It is, brother. Just like music is. I mean, if I ever get to where I'm not even playing venues anymore, I'm always going to try to keep playing at church, here at the house, right here in the studio working as long as the Lord will allow me to.
Right.
Brother.
Well, I'm not gonna give up.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I know that.
I'm gonna go a hiatus, but I'm also, when I say I'm done, I'm not gonna do shows as much as I
Yes.
used to. Like,
But
I'm not gonna be the person like, who's playing where? Oh, ask Saldana, he's playing everywhere. Like,
Yeah.
no, you're not gonna be like that. I'm like, hey, I bought a ticket to go see these guys. Like, just come hang out. It's just, I don't know. I just need a break.
Yes,
I
brother.
think, and everybody does. And like, I think this is gonna be a longer break than everybody else thinks.
And
that's why it kind of gets me.
Yes, I hear you, brother. But man, like I said, it sounds like it's a good plan. Chill out for a little. Chill out for even if it's. I know it sounds selfish, but even if, not selfish, but if it's to where like what, it might even be like 6 months, maybe even about a year.
Right.
But if it takes that for you to be, what, I'm good now.
Right.
Because the music's gonna if you come back playing, it's because the music wants you to, not because people want you to.
And, I think I'm glad you said that because I think it's more of that. Like, this year I booked a lot of beer joints, honky tonks, smoky bars.
Yes.
But it's all around the Waco area, like West,
Right.
Tokyo, Malone, Corsicana.
Oh yes, I know all those bars. I know all of them.
It's more of that because when I first started, that's what made me fall in love with being on stage. Seeing all these
the
people,
intimacy right here.
Yeah.
We're talking like we're
Playing
this close.
like that.
Yes.
Like, it just made me fall in love with it. And like, I don't know, like it's one of those like, hey, I knew it was gonna happen. I was gonna slow down. I needed to go back to my roots.
Yes.
And see like, hey, before you decide you're gonna throw in the towel, come check out what made you love music. And I fell in love with it all over again.
That's what it is.
And I was like, no, man,
you ready?
I gotta watch out for myself.
Are you ready for some super cheese? Okay.
Yes. Cheese me up.
Just like, oh my gosh, just like in Rocky 2. Apollo Creed Rocky 3. Rocky 3. Apollo Creed had to take Rocky back to the hood. This is where it all started. You know what I'm saying? He had that break. You got to start all over sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, then you'll get that eye of the tiger.
Mm-hmm.
That eye of the tiger is the love of music. I'm telling you, it's still there.
Oh yeah,
it's still there. But you gotta heal, brother.
Oh yeah.
Well,
that
and in so many ways,
I think it's one of those like, like you said earlier, 7 years ago, what's music compared to 7 years ago? Definitely not the same. Like
Right.
I want to see Waco grow back to 7 years ago today, and I think that will motivate me to come back. Like
To where it's a lot more
this
live
is
music.
why I played in Waco.
Yes.
This is why when I go out, I represented Waco, Texas. Like now, I'm like I'm from Waco. Oh, the Magnolia thing? No. Like oh, the home of
We,
so and so.
the Koresh, we could at least get in the Koresh.
They have that place backyard, that place over there, like
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
where they have music. Yes, Waco, where the music
Yes.
is. That's what I don't hear.
And here's the deal, man.
I wanna hear that
I
stuff.
think we can get there because here's the one deal. Austin took a big hit with 6th Street. 6th Street was the live music capital of the world. Austin was.
Yeah.
6th Street was the place to play. There was of course, you got Congress too and all that, but everybody around the world knew 6th Street. Waco can be. It's not ever going to be what 6th Street was, but they can. But they're right next door to Austin.
Right.
Austin, at least from what I hear, musicians stay away from 6th Street nowadays. That's just the way it is. They don't play 6th Street like the old days whenever we
Right.
did. Yeah, because you get robbed, basically. But what I'm saying, Waco has the potential. It's like,
Yeah.
it
Absolutely.
has the potential. It's got eyes on us now. And all the bleed over from Austin, whenever Austin's so congested with so many people coming to Austin, we're getting bleed over right here in Waco. That's why Waco's getting populated, because people want to come to a place that's happening.
Yeah.
Waco's happening. You know what? And I say it
Yeah.
again, Chip and Joanne have a lot to do with it, but you know what?
Yeah.
It is what it is.
They sped it up.
They sped it
Yeah.
up for sure. RG3 helped too, but they definitely put the stamp on it.
I did.
And now it's up to us as artists to take it to the next step. I mean,
Well, not just us. Like, places, venues.
true, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
Venues too.
But
Okay.
there's venues that we used to play but all the time, like, and like still to this day, like, oh, we'd love to have you, but it's just been not. It's not the
Yes,
same. Like,
I hear you get that
not
all
busy,
the
It's
time.
not that. It's like, well, what are you doing at your venue that's you don't like music there? Like, there's been places where I offered free music for 3 hours,
Oh my
and they
God!
still say, no, I just don't think it'll work out. Why do you think that?
That is
Why do you think-
ridiculous.
It's like maybe it's because you never gave musicians a chance,
Yes, that is
or because
ridiculous.
you just gave up on it. When COVID hit, a lot of and I'll say this, I'm sorry I'm pissed off. A lot of venues gave up on music when COVID hit. When it started coming around again, like,
Yep.
gave up. But as soon as it was gone, like, well, we're doing good without it. Like, yeah, I'm sure you are, but now you're struggling. Like, we don't know what to do. We can't afford it.
Let
Well,
me
you
get one.
got-
Go ahead.
Just like being a musician, you got to put money in to this
Yes,
to give the best.
investments.
Same with venues. You
Same.
got to spend a little money to be like, hey, Roaches killed it last weekend.
Shout out to John.
Saldana killed it. last weekend.
Shout out to John Maldonado. That dude wanted live music during the whole Corona thing.
Exactly.
Man, and he was paying for a bar that nobody could go to.
Yep.
Nobody, but he kept it open. I mean, he did what he did, and he'd be having pictures of him with that
That
Wilson ball.
Wilson.
That was hilarious.
Dude, that killed me
It was.
every week.
I love that
Like,
dude.
woo!
He has a sense of humor. But here's the deal, though. He's a winner,
Yeah.
and that's a kick-ass venue. Now, I like playing Mayberry's Tavern, dude. It is. He caters to musicians, brother. The
is.
money, whenever I give him a quote, he never said, let me see, whatever. He knows that, Los Roaches is going to bring some people. He respects us and pays us. We don't have to fight.
Yeah. I mean, there's been times where I call him like, man, I'm just looking for a gig tonight. Something fell through, like Friday or something. I'm like, why are we talking? Show up. Come on. I got you.
Badass, dude.
Like, I don't even talk about price. He always takes care of me.
Kick ass,
Always
dude.
does.
We need places like that. We need more places like
I think,
it's hard to get another backyard, but we need people with the same backyard mentality.
I mean, like, there's been venues over the years where, 7 years ago,
Yeah.
every day there was music.
Oh, I know it,
Now
man.
it's every day there's, I can say it, open mics. There's singer-songwriters. You said it earlier. Nothing wrong with it. There's music, but, like, where are the bands at?
Yes. Dude, I
And,
remember,
I mean, yeah, you got, like, big bands that come through and they play. Honestly, I couldn't tell you when I see a local Waco band play.
I agree. Preach.
I couldn't tell you.
You ain't kidding, dude. That is no
That
lie.
wasn't a benefit.
Right.
or fundraising.
I know it.
That wasn't a benefit or fundraising.
Exactly, dude. That is 100% true.
tell you.
There was a time, right here in Waco, when I was playing. I know it sounds crazy. I got off the road, playing. I just played strictly Waco, and I was playing 4 days a week. That was my job.
Mm-hmm.
Playing 4 days a week. Oh no, it's not a lot, but playing 4 days a week
Waco.
as a band in Waco,
Waco.
it was a big deal.
It was.
It was a big deal, playing as a band 4 days a week.
And it wasn't those, I saw them last night, I'll see them tomorrow.
And
I'll see them Monday. They're
right.
like, they were there every night.
And bands like CNR and Aces would take care of you. Like if you were to sell X amount of alcohol, we get that part of that cut too, like it's the way it's supposed to get. Supposed to be. If you're selling liquor, because that's what we're doing, don't get it twisted. We're there to sell alcohol and entertain.
Right.
And if we sold that alcohol, we got compensated for it. Those were the good old days. I miss those days.
Because back then, you would agree to percentage of the bars you pay. Like,
Yes.
Oh, you're screwing yourself.
All right, let's rock.
I was
Let's
just going to
rock.
say this much, but you screwed yourself.
Any gigs you got coming up? You want to promote real quick, brother?
Yeah, man, like I said, Saturday, we're doing the Friendsgiving at Lakeside
Okay.
in China Spring. It's actually a 2-part gig. We're doing from 2:30 to probably about 5 o'clock or whatever, and then take a little short break, hang out. Then about 9 o'clock, I'm coming back, and I'm going to rock it out, close it out.
What are you doing too, bro?
I'm going to jam.
That's why you need to
It's gonna
chill.
go crazy.
All right. You know
We're
what?
going crazy.
Might as well go out with the bang.
Exactly. And then every Monday we do Taqueria in China Spring. That starts from 6 to 9. And it's always a good
Are
crowd.
you there next Monday?
Every Monday. Every Monday.
You know what, man? I might show up. Maybe not this
Come
one.
on.
No, I want to show. I just want to go see you, brother. I haven't seen you in a long time, and I know you're gonna have the chill session. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go check you out. Check out Micheal Saldana on Mondays at the Taqueria in China Spring.
And it's always busy. Like that whole bar, Horseshoe Bar's packed, tables are packed.
And Taqueria, they always go hard. I don't know about China Spring, but I know.
Even the owner, if we can get him, if you're watching, we're gonna get him to sing too, because he plays guitar and sings.
Really?
Yeah, he does.
Kick ass.
But,
Well, folks, check me out next week. Oh man, I forget the names. The guys who I have coming in here, because I've been blessed. I have a list of people that I'm not able to. I mean, I do some hunting, but the talent I've been getting in. I mean, I got a list of them, so I'm blessed to have my calendar pretty good, pretty full. And I'll announce that Monday who I'm having next week. And every Tuesday I have my other podcast, Two Guitars and a Mic, with Sammy Kalunga and my homeboy John Maxwell. But I'm going to try to swing 2 of them in November. And I don't know, and I'm thinking I might not be doing a whole bunch of Broke Down at the Shacks, just every once in a while. Maybe not put it that way. Put it this way, maybe cut them in half, like twice a month. Because I really want to push Two Guitars and a Mic, because that's more, I think it has more national potential. And like I said, I'm starting all over, ground level, zero, and trying to grow my audience, and especially in a bigger pool, because Broke Down was just regional for my homeboys here on Facebook. Now I'm out there, but you know what, dude? I love a fight. I ain't lying. I love doing what I do, and it's not hard, just setting up and setting up and chopping up the contents. A little difficult, but I love doing it. But I'm here chilling out in my studio. You know what? On a Tuesday night, I was going to be chilling out in my studio anyway. I might as well perform, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, dude, thank you for doing this, brother. You're my boy for real, man.
Yeah,
thank you, man.
Since day one.
Yes, for sure. And, man, even though we're all going to miss seeing Micheal Saldana down all the time, let's not be selfish. He's doing it because, man, he has to heal as guys that work hard for you guys that don't see what's going on behind the scenes. It's not that easy being a musician or an entertainer. You see all the performing and things. That's all it is. There's a lot of stuff that goes in between there, more stuff in the in between than the stuff that you see. Trust me. And I'm glad you're taking that chill out session, brother. I say that because, man, I care for you. You need to chill, dude. I know what it's like, brother. I took a chill out session, and I ain't mad. And you know what? Here I am again, though. I'm back at doing what I do. I love doing what I do. Be sure to like and